Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery. Got a product video for you today. Got a brand new product that is just out. This is the PSE Nock On Signature Series grip by Ultraview. So a brand new grip that John Dudley and his team collaborated with the folks at Ultraview to come up with this grip. And you can see that. It looks like it's very simple, but there's a lot of engineering into this, and it's built the way it is for very specific reasons. So now I should mention, as the name indicates, it's the PSE Nock On Signature Series. So this grip is going to be specific for PSE bows, and more recently it's going to be just for the bows of about the last 3 or 4 years. You can see the connection points. I've got 2 holes here that screw in, and they correspond with drilled holes in the center of the grip. If it's one of the recent PSE bows that have that connection point for a grip, that's what this is going to fit. Of course, I have it here. This is the Evo XF33. That's a 2022 aluminum bow. John Dudley has the Carbon Levitate, Nock On Carbon Levitate by PSE. It's going to fit that bow. So in the box, you are going to get 2 sets of hardware. You're going to get 2 different sets of screws. You can see I've got silver here. The aluminum bows have a standard threaded section in the riser. That's what the screws are going to work for there. And then there's going to be a separate packet that's exclusive to the Carbon Levitate. Apparently the threading for that bow is different than the other bows, so that's why you're going to see 2 sets of screws. The thing to remember is if you see the silver, that's going to be for every other bow. The black screws, that's going to be for your Carbon Levitate. All right, so the grip itself, as we mentioned, it is very small. So the first thing you're going to notice is this is a textured material in and of itself. That's for grip. You know, you want to be able to have good solid contact between your hand and the grip. If you shoot just off the riser, you know that PSE does design the bow for you to shoot off the riser, but that's very smooth. You know, on those hot summer days, you can get a little sweat on there, and then these become very slick. So you're going to have to either put some kind of grip tape or something on there. But with this, the texture of the material will help you have gripping, as well as you can see the little Nock On logos on there. They're raised in the grip as well. That also is going to give you some extra traction in your hand there. But now let's take a look at it on the bow to see what it does, because that's where we really get into the engineering. And incidentally, I should say that Colby Hanley, he said that he was getting tons of requests at Ultraview for him to design a PSE grip. None of the Ultraview grips worked on the PSE bows, so he set out to figure out how to do that. That's when he got in touch with John Dudley. And what this grip does. So the PSE hunting bows especially of the last couple years, including this Evo XF, they have super high let off, up to 90%. So when you come to full draw, you're not holding a lot of weight at full draw, which is great for bow hunting, because then you can stand there, you know, and wait for that deer to give you just the right shot. You're not worried about, you know, trembling and you have to let down. You can hold this thing all day. Well, one of the negatives that comes along with that is when you have minimal weight at full draw is it's very easy to torque the bow. Since there's not much pressure into your hand, it can you know, move left or right very easily. And with, you know, we like those super thin grips, but at full draw, that can actually be a problem because it's so skinny, there's room for movement. So this grip maintains that same slender profile. It is just a little bit wider. You can see here, they have added material here to kind of give you a higher wrist. And that does a couple of things. First off, as I mentioned, it allows you to adjust your grip. You don't have to put so much heel into the bow. And when you have a higher wrist, that relaxes your forearm. So that's a good positive there. But where I really noticed this grip paying off was at that full draw. I shot this bow both with the grip on and with it off. And when I came to full draw without the grip, I could torque it, the bow could move left and right, you know, I just had to pay attention. But as soon as I put the grip on, I didn't even have to think about it. The way it sat in my hand, it actually made it difficult to torque the bow. So that's great, because you know, bow hunters, we don't want to think about things like that. This grip with that increased angle and just being a little bit wider here makes that bow sit in your hand super solid at full draw. It also has a little bit sharper angles coming off the flat spot on the grip. You know, we like the flat spot. The sharper angles are a little better for consistent hand placement in the bow from shot to shot. That's critical to accuracy and success. And anything you can do to make it easier to find that same spot over and over and over, that's what we want, which you have it with those steeper angles on this grip. Now, one of the things that really surprised me was, as you can see, this does not cover the whole grip. And there is a ledge right here at the top. It's, you know, towards the top of the grip, but it's definitely still towards where your hand is going to be. As soon as I put it on, I thought, oh man, that's going to feel uncomfortable. But where that is positioned, I mean, first of all, that's the thinnest part of the grip. So there's not much of a raised ledge there, but it is noticeable. As soon as I put my hand in it this way, I can't feel it at all. Where it sits in my hand is up here at the webbing. It's kind of a soft, fleshy spot. As soon as I go in to get that hand position, I do not feel any difference in that grip at all. It's pretty amazing. And once you feel it in your hand, you think, oh, where did the grip go? So that's really nice as well. Again, as I mentioned, at full draw, that's where this thing really earns its stripes, because it just makes that bow sit nice and solid in your hand. That's what you want from a grip. I mean, they just got this one exactly right, which is why they spent so much time working with Dudley. You know, he's very exacting in how he likes things. He did that in his input on this grip. All right, so that is the PSE Nock On Signature Series grip by Ultraview. Great new, simple product from Ultraview that's gonna benefit a lot of archers out there. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. And as always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at LancasterArchery.com.